Kyler Murray has jumped up to number one in a lot of the draft boards.
Yes.
I'm looking at an article written by Ryan Wilson, CBSSports.com. The title is headlined 2019 NFL Mock Draft. Kyler Murray goes number one. Bills land DK Metcalf. Raiders get 2 top pass rushers. So
this draft is rich with pass rushers.
It is.
I heard it's bananas.
So they actually might make up for trading Khalil Mack.
That's what they're trying to do.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see how the value works out. So the number 1 pick is to the Arizona Cardinals. Number 2 to San Francisco. Number 3 is mine and Jason's New York Jets.
Yep.
Number 4 are the Raiders. Number 5, the Bucks. 6, Giants. 7, Jags. 8, Joe's Lions. Number 9 is the Bills. 10 is the Broncos. 11, Bengals. 12, Packers. 13, Dolphins. 14, Falcons. 15, Redskins.
All right.
So, Kyler Murray going number 1 to Oklahoma.
That's the rumor.
Help me understand why Kyler Murray is going to go number 1 if the Cardinals just drafted Josh Rosen.
I've been hearing that they've been trying to trade
Kyler Murray.
They've been trying to trade Rosen. I think they might be leaning towards that because it's Russell Wilson. It's the Russell Wilson factor. They compare him a lot to Russell, and so people feel like.
This. Let me read the description under with this Cardinals taking Kyler Murray first.
Okay.
Murray won the combine simply by showing up and measuring over 5'10" and weighing 207 pounds. He didn't take part in the drills with the rest of the passers, but one of the biggest storylines coming out of Indianapolis is that Murray could end up being the first player taken, even though the Cardinals drafted Josh Rosen 10th overall less than a year ago.
Now, let's not act like we didn't see Josh Rosen play.
Yeah.
It wasn't impressive.
Right.
It wasn't amazing.
Listen, I'm going to go back to next year.
I mean, you're giving up after 1 year?
Yeah.
Well, remember, they got a new coach. And the new coach actually said, and he
Cliff Kingsbury.
There you go. He actually said himself, is that you could go, Google it, and he said that if he had them all pick, he'll take Kyler. Those were his words out of his mouth. That is what he said. I am just repeating it. You could look it up and you could see him, saying, because he said he's seen footage on Kyler, and I think he's seen Kyler play before, so he's familiar with his work.
He's very familiar with it. So, to answer your question, Nye, I'm going to go back to what I thought of last year's draft class of quarterbacks. I only liked Lamar Jackson. I didn't like Baker Mayfield. I definitely didn't like the Joshers, and I didn't like Sam Darnold. I only liked Lamar Jackson.
I wasn't feeling Sam.
So, the Josh Rosen, now I could see why Baker Mayfield, right? So, yes, I was wrong there. Baker Mayfield's excellent. Looks like he has a bright future.
Josh Allen, too?
I don't know about the Joshers. The Joshers proved nothing. It proved to me what I was right about, is that they take these dudes, they attach some narrative to them, and push them up the draft board, and they end up getting picked in the first round, and they're not deserving. When I look at your college numbers and you're showing me 55, 60% completion percentage, I can't mess with you. What are you going to do against a fast defense?
You're going to make me start another segment in here. Do you think Lamar Jackson had a better year than Josh Rosen? Not Josh Rosen, sorry. We know he did. Lamar Jackson better year than Josh Allen?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't know the stats, but
yes.
Based on Josh Allen he was running for over 100 yards, I believe, in 2 games or 2 or 3 games. Lamar Jackson did it, but
Lamar Jackson probably ran for 900 for the season, but before they even got into this season is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
When I look at them and I compare their collegiate careers, numbers, eye tests, and all of that, none of them were in Lamar Jackson's class to me, even throwing the ball.
And Josh was running for his life. That wasn't because he wanted to run. He had to run.
He had to run. Right. So, I mean, now the Cardinals, after making that mistake, and this is one of the reasons why I don't like my team taking quarterbacks early, because it's easy for them to not pan out. I would think it's a 70% chance that they're not going to end up a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. And if you're not going to be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL, I don't want to take you in the top 10 of the draft.
You don't feel that way about Sam? This is all new news to me for coming from another Jets fan. So I'm.
I don't think Sam is. I think Sam's okay, but I don't think he's.
You don't. Wow. I mean, I don't think he's all out. I don't think he's all what people said he was to be yet. But I still see the potential, and I still think
he has left,
his pocket presence is very good for his size, his foot movement.
A little glimmer of potential. I agree with you there. Mm-hmm. But again, if I'm in that situation and picking for the Jets, I'm going offensive line. Okay. I'm not taking these quarterbacks that are like and hoping that one of them turns out to be a star, because now you end up in the situation that the Cardinals are. It's the next season. You got a whole new list of bright, gleamy quarterback prospects in front of you, and now you're stuck with a guy who you committed to for 3 years, and you don't know what to do. That's the situation the Cardinals are in.
All right. Well, the Jets.
Do you blame some of that on the fact that whoever has the number one draft pick likely has no offensive line, no wide receivers, maybe even poor coaching, and so you're dropping a rookie quarterback into a situation like what you described? They're running for their lives,
Right.
not many weapons to throw to. I mean, are they being placed in situations where they can succeed? Russell Wilson went to the Seahawks and had beast mode and had some, weapons, along with obviously that defense that they had and Pete Carroll.
So here's the irony of that situation. The more you take quarterbacks in the first round that don't work, the more likely that the next quarterback you're taking is going to get killed. Because every pick you miss on a quarterback is an offensive lineman that you should have had.
Now, I'm going to say this year, the draft, the offensive line position is not good.
Okay.
So this could be the year that you would gamble on. If you're not into that, if you want to beef up the line normally, this will be the year to not beef up on the offensive line.
Right.
Mel Kiper said that. So, yeah.
So what do we actually think, though, Kyler Murray going first?
I think it's great. I think it's a good idea.
And I think he knew this and why you
don't have to work out.
Not just why he worked out, but why he was able to come out early and say that he's going to forego his baseball contract.
Yeah, he probably
I think
did.
he was made a promise, at minimum, to go in the first round. That's definitely the only reason why he would do that. And maybe that promise was, we're going to take you first.
Which is why he definitely didn't care about the combine.
Right.
You go to the combine because you have something to prove. And you're like, yo, I want to show everybody.
Yeah, he knows he's going first.
Yeah.
This is real. He knows he's going first. He's been told by the Cardinals he's going first. And they told him weeks ago.
Yeah, he knows. So he'll probably perform on his pro day, perhaps. If he doesn't do pro day, then I know for a fact that he knows he's going number one.
Right. He's not even trying.
Yeah.
He's not even trying.
It would be interesting to see wherever he goes. I mean, the Cardinals, the 49ers, Jets,
I tell you what, though.
It's going to be interesting to see
if he shows up on the Cardinals, I bet you Larry Fitzgerald will get some targets.
Oh, yes, he will. 10 targets a game. If you can hear me, Kyler Murray, if you get drafted to the Cardinals.
That's all you got to do.
10 targets.
Right.
At least.
And start your career off with a 70% completion percentage.
There it is. There it is.
They got a young receiving core coming up, too.
Should the Cardinals trade Josh Rosen for Le'Veon Bell or Antonio Brown?
If you could get anyone to believe that Josh Rosen still has potential.
Yeah, but I mean, Big Ben's going to play another year or two. He can sit on the bench and learn behind Big Ben for a couple years.
They got Mason Rudolph.
I'm not giving up a first round for that.
They got Mason though.
Right.
Well, but I don't know if you're saying necessarily a first round pick. You're talking about trading Antonio Brown for Rosen.
If it's Antonio Brown, I'll do it.
I think that's a good idea, Naeem.
That's easy.
And I'm gonna get a pick from the Cardinals
because they need a quarterback of the future.
Give me Rosen and a third rounder, and you can get Antonio Brown.
It's not happening though. They got Mason. We don't know what he is yet.
But we're never gonna know because Ben ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Unless there's a halfway tipsy girl in the bathroom, Ben is not going nowhere. He's good. You can count on him.
if the Cardinals don't pick him up, I think the only other team there that could pick him up, I mean, even Gruden expressed some interest with him.
Oh, please,
Bruh.
no.
And the Buccaneers
No.
that would
Bruh,
be cool.
listen.
The Bucks are committed to Jameis.
Oh, they say that.
Yeah.
Man, nobody
Oh,
cares
my
right
goodness.
now. I don't believe
Yeah.
anybody cares right now. If the Cardinals don't take him, the 49ers might, even with Garoppolo on the team. The Jets might. The Raiders might.
Jets don't need
The
to.
Bucks might. The Giants will definitely take him if he falls to 6.
Yeah, the Giants would definitely take him if he
Right.
falls to 6. Without
But
a doubt.
Oh yeah. I heard
Listen,
the rumors about that.
At
Giants.
this point, he is such a bonus. Even if I have another quarterback, a young quarterback, I'm taking him to see what happens in camp.
I would love to see him go to a scenario where he doesn't have to start the first game of the season. You have another guy. It could be Eli, some older
Right.
dude comes in, gets crushed 4 or 5 games. Everybody's booing him, and then you come in and then you save the day. Kind of like Baker Mayfield did. That was like the perfect scenario for him.
Right.